Welcome back, you guys, to video number 2. All right, now in this one, we're talking about what's going on with Meghan's Netflix show, but also what's going on with William and Harry. Not kidding. Let's jump in and cover this, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start off with the story about the new Netflix show that Meghan taped, and they're trying to say that there's going to be all kinds of famous faces, people that are going to be making cameos. Get this, like her husband, Prince Harry, and guess who? Serena Williams, who was on Archetypes and is going to be on the next podcast because she really hasn't got anybody to be in there. Now, of course, they're trying to say the experience of filming her own show left Meghan excited and invigorated, and she enjoyed being back in front of the camera, and she was in her element, demonstrating her skills in the kitchen, sharing tips on how to be the perfect hostess, blah, blah, blah. However, we've already heard from other sources behind the scenes that she was wooden and that Netflix was not happy with the product that she presented. Let's see. We'll see when the show comes out. All right, moving on. Stories are coming out saying that William is demanding and commands respect from Harry, and the feud is only getting worse because he's refusing to make it easy for Harry to come back. He is not in a forgiving mood. There are no peace talks happening. William, they're saying, pulled up, metaphorically, of course, pulled up the drawbridge and is not about to let it down for Harry anytime soon. As a matter of fact, when Harry said he wanted to come back to work, while everybody was sick, word out is it was William who told Charles, absolutely not, he can't come back. William, they're saying, expects loyalty from Harry on a personal level, but he wants respect from Harry as the heir to the throne, because that's just the kind of person that William is. He's always been brought up to believe that if the system is to work, he has to come first as the king, and it's simple as that. Now, what everybody is saying, and I believe it, is that William's relationship with Harry upsets him more than he'll ever admit, but it's easier to cut ties with him than continually be annoyed, especially as his wife is battling cancer and King Charles is battling cancer. Queen Elizabeth was able to do it, and William wants to be able to do it too. It's a lot to handle, you know what I'm saying? You can't really blame him. But this illness, after Harry's behavior and the things he said about Catherine, she was just a girl perfect for breeding and all of this kind of stuff, it's no wonder William wants nothing more to do with him. In the meantime, Harry is moaning and groaning and apparently continually crying about having to give up his honorary military roles. Apparently, he lost a lot of the roles and they were handed to William. The whole thing again stems from the Pat Tillman Awards because apparently it's being reported that Harry's humiliation about this award there's laughing about it in the palace is what they're saying. Here's the point that I'm trying to make in all of this. Harry even said in The Spare, and I'm quoting, "I was the shadow, the support, the plan B. I was brought into the world in case something happened to Willie. I was summoned to provide backup, distraction, diversion, and a spare part. Kidney, blood transfusion, speck of bone marrow. That was made explicitly clear." So basically what he's saying is that his mother, the woman that he keeps going on about, made him feel lesser than what he was. This man just wants to be a victim. He sees himself a victim in absolutely everything. Let's not forget that he was William's best man. He stood next to him. He gave a speech, but unfortunately, because 2 other friends also gave speeches, Harry's like, well, he didn't have me as the best man. Now, I'm going to tell you something that you guys may not know. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it's being reported that William and Harry were actually speaking, but then Finding Freedom came out and killed it, and that was the end of any chance of a reconciliation. Now, if you can imagine what he said in The Spare, what he said in the Oprah show, what he said in the Me You Can't See, what he said in his 6-part docuseries, and yet this man asked to have his father back and his brother back and said they don't look like they're willing to reconcile. Yeah, so now stories are coming out that Harry wants to return to the UK for a month. So here's the deal. He supposedly wants to reconnect with the royal family. He wants to spend time with King Charles and with supposedly Princess Anne. He also wants to meet friends back home. And here's my thought process on this. I don't think staying there for a month is going to do anything. They're saying he's going to have to go solo because absolutely nobody wants anything to do with Meghan. I don't think that that's going to work, guys. That's just my opinion. We already know that he's untrustworthy. Anything they say to him could be repeated in another book, in another docuseries, in another whatever. He supposedly wants to catch up with friends. I got to be honest, I don't think he has any friends left in the UK. Now, with all of this going on, they're saying that Meghan would have to stay back in the UA with Archie and Lily. And they're also reporting that Meghan is respectful of Harry's desire to go back to his family, but she has, and I'm quoting, too much on her plate. Then it's got nothing to do with it. Are you kidding me? They're also saying that she fears she would be heckled. Absolutely, she would be heckled. I mean, that's really what's going on. That and the family wants nothing to do with her. If Harry wants to go back to the UK, in my opinion, he's the one who's going to have to spit out an apology for everything he's said and done against his family. He's going to have to admit that they're not racist. And that's just not something I think he's willing to do, in my opinion. You know, in my opinion, this rift is not going to be healed until Harry admits publicly that he's sorry and that, you guys know what I'm saying. The same thing that they're demanding from the royal family should be demanding from them. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, leave those comments below, and then go into the description box and follow me over to video number 3. Let's go.